It's a way of the Mr. Quickie, oh yeah. As you may have noticed, I've been making quite a few videos about the so-called fine-tuning argument for God's existence, which argues that the various parameters of the universe, the mass of the electron, the force of gravity, etc., have been finely tuned by a fine-tuner, making life in our universe, intelligent life, possible. In November, I asked why God failed in such epic fashion to finely tune the universe with that intelligent, sentient, fragile life in mind. Why not finely tune the universe with the well-being of those intelligent life forms, his primary concern, given the attributes of his alleged omniscience, omnipotence, and omnibenevolence? In this video, I'm asking why, given that the entire universe is said to have been created with our salvation in mind, why did God fail to finely tune the universe with our eternal bliss front and center? For nearly a quarter century, I worked in graphic design and marketing. In that world, the message was always finely tuned, using a host of various data points, demographics, market segmentation, convenience sampling, focus groups, data mining, copy testing, etc. All the various kinds of information that Google and Facebook are trying to gather about you right this very second. We did that because we wanted to get the biggest bang for our buck in terms of marketing and advertising. What could we do to have the most extensive reach? What would appeal to the largest number of potential customers? Having literally all the data points, past, present, and future, one would imagine the tribal war god of Abraham to be the most brilliant marketer ever. And yet, he can't quite seem to fine-tune his message at all. First, he severely limited his reach by choosing a tiny group of ignorant, mostly illiterate people who were prone to superstition, misogyny, homophobia, exaggeration, etc., instead of broadcasting his message directly to all peoples all over the world at the same time, even though he clearly had the annual marketing budget to make that kind of ad buy possible. The ad buy itself seems to have no research behind it at all. He starts out by making ridiculous claims about creating the universe in 6 days, when we now know the process was ongoing for 13.7 billion years. Then, the initial ad buy placed by the firm of Moses and Company can't be located anywhere in history, making the pitch for a 40-year desert vacay for which there is not a shred of evidence. And this is the foundational message which sets up the rest of the entire campaign. Finally, God leaves the rest of the marketing to a bunch of ignorant fishermen who fail to take out a single ad themselves. They write no copy whatsoever, leaving it all to some guy who has no personal experience with the product. And the Greek copywriting firm of Anonymous, 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 and Anonymous. If the entire universe was created for us and our salvation, where is the finely tuned message one could expect from a small-town marketing firm, let alone the all-knowing, all-powerful creator of everything? Our salvation depends on us believing a particular story, and yet we're given absolutely nothing to go on while the mass of the proton gets all that attention? That's about as out of tune as I've heard. And I've taught guitar to 10-year-olds. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.